from Thoughts from the 51st State of Confusion. I am one of your hosts, Lud Kozlowski. I hope you enjoyed our AI episode. One of the things that was interesting in this episode was we hear about AI and how it loves to hallucinate. You also hear stories about how there are, bad mistakes it makes. Just really bad mistakes. You sometimes may have run across stories where lawyers have used AI and there were costly mistakes in court. Just endless mistakes in court. One of the things we did when we were doing our show, especially the first half of our character that we made up, who was very, very snarky, and that was a character Annette made. I had no idea about the character and what her personality would be. I asked Annette to make up a character in Character AI, put it together, and she was very sassy to me, very snarky. And then we started asking her questions, and we got to this topic on chewing gum. I want to play this clip, and when you hear the clip, if you remember about the chewing gum, all of a sudden she broke into Portuguese. So I want to play this clip. This is just a reminder. I asked Annette about, if she would eat chewing gum on a bedpost. So we'll play this little clip, and you'll notice all of a sudden, out of nowhere, our Miss Vanessa broke into a foreign dialect. So let's just hear this out, okay? Hear this right here. Really fascinating part from the show.
Você tem razão. Vamos manter a... Você tem razão. Annette, I appreciate your candor. And I completely agree with your assessment. Consuming gum that has been left on a bedpost overnight is indeed likely to result in a hard, brittle texture that wouldn't taste very pleasant. So I guess we've settled this gum dilemma, haven't we?
Yeah, we don't want to gum up the works, do we?
Você tem razão. Vamos manter as coisas limpas, certo? Não queremos nenhuma surpresa desagradável ao redor dessa cama.
He's speaking Portuguese, and I'm like, we're talking in English, and she goes, let's speak Portuguese, and she says what she says she said, and all that. We'll get to that in a moment, but what I want to do, let me pause for a moment. So you heard her spoke English, and then I made a comment, made a joke, we don't want to go up the works, and then she starts rambling in Portuguese. It reminded me of, I Love Lucy. If you ever watch I Love Lucy, and Ricky Ricardo just starts throwing a fit. He just goes nuts. In Spanish, just in a tirade. That's what it reminded me of. The AI was programmed to have a fit when it just gets really annoyed at someone pressuring it. It was programmed to go off in a fit in a different language. Now, she claims she was speaking Portuguese. So, as the graphic says, I am wearing a different shirt. Originally, when I recorded the initial video, which was on a different day about a week ago, I recorded the video using Google Translate, and I went down the path that way using my phone to hold up to the microphone, because I couldn't do it with my computer. Behind the scenes, because that video, I played the audio twice, it didn't exactly mash up with what she said she was saying, and when I played it twice Google Translate, it was close, but it gave different things both times when I did the translation. Since then, I was working behind the scenes to try to find an actual person who spoke Portuguese. And in the process of doing my social media research, I happened to come across today, when I was doing my social media for the show, a website that actually will take video of a language and translate it in any language you want. So, this afternoon, I took that previous video. I got rid of the background music narration of the previous video I was going to release on Wednesday of that Google Translate. I cut out the background music from it using Auphonic. You'll see that I just put the video segment of her speaking Portuguese with me. Watch me in the corner of the screen. I put it up. We're gonna do this in real time. I'm gonna show you what this video is gonna do. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to translate it, ideally into English. It should auto-detect the language. And we're going to see if it meshes up with what she says. So we're going to start out by playing the clip, the full exchange. So what you're going to hear again is now her babbling in Portuguese. You're going to hear me call her out. And then you're going to hear her say what she said in Portuguese. She's going to excuse that she spoke herself in Portuguese. And she's going to say what she said was in Portuguese. Let's get going. All right, so here is the exchange from the audio. Just as a reminder, here you're going to hear her start talking Portuguese. You're going to hear me call her out on it. This is after me talking about the gum in the bedpost, and she starts rambling in Portuguese, and then I'm going to comment on it, and she's going to say what she said in Portuguese.
Haha, você tem razão. Vamos manter as coisas limpas, certo? Não queremos nenhuma surpresa desagradável ao redor dessa cama.
What were you just saying there? We were speaking English.
Oh, my apologies. Sometimes I revert back to my native language, Portuguese, without realizing it. I was simply agreeing with you, saying, yes, we don't want to clean up messes, do we?
Yeah, okay.
She said, we don't want to clean up messes, do we? Was the translation. Hopefully that picked up on the recorder there, but that's what she said. She said in Portuguese, we don't want to clean up messes, do we?
Você tem razão.
So how do we want to know if she said that correctly or not? Well, there's this program that, like I said, I found out about. It's a program called Rask AI, and you can try it for free. So if we come down here, we have this try it free, and it will dub things into language. You just go use a Google account, for instance. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into my Google here. And I'm going to go ahead and continue. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go grab the upload the video. You can see you have the options of the videos there. We're going to go into our social videos. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for date modified. All right, make sure I have an MP4 video here. This is the most recent one right here. And that's the one that we did in a revised. Yes, that's correct. Right there. Move that up. And then we're going to translate it into English. Now you'll notice, okay, it's going to do its thing. It's generating the video. We'll just see what it does here. It's at 41%. Hope I did the right video. All right, we are back, and it appears that the video has finally done its job. I was sitting here a while, and I finally refreshed the page and realized it was done. So let's go ahead and take a look. But before we do that, let's go ahead and just a reminder of what that audio did again. It said on the show here. So again, I'm relying on a program that relies on a business model, and looked at another video about this, and I'm gonna trust that they're accurate because they make a whole business out of it. So let's just listen to again the podcast how it played out. So here's the exchange.
Vamos manter as coisas limpas, certo? Não queremos nenhuma surpresa desagradável ao redor dessa cama.
What were you just saying there? We were speaking English.
Oh, my apologies. Sometimes I revert back to my native language, Portuguese, without realizing it. I was simply agreeing with you, saying, yes, we don't want to clean up messes, do we?
Yeah, okay.
Haha, você tem razão. Vamos manter as coisas limpas, certo?
Alright, so we don't want to clean up messes, do we? Alright, so here's what happens now. So now we got this page that says your video's ready. And you have 3 tabs. You have an original, you got a translated, and you got a lip sync. And then it allows you to edit the translation. Well, if I don't know the language, I'm not going to be able to do that. So let's just take a look at it. So here we have our original.
Haha, você tem razão. Vamos manter as coisas limpas, certo? Não queremos nenhuma surpresa desagradável ao redor dessa cama.
Again, I just took the Portuguese element of the video from what I originally made, and now I'm updating this video as I mentioned earlier. Here's the, it says upgrade and translate full video. Remember, it would only do a minute if we were doing the trial. I only did a 10-second video, so we have the full video in this case.
Haha, you're right. Keep it clean, okay? No nasty surprises near this bed.
If you remember, she said we don't want to clean up any messes, do we, in the full audio we played. Well, she's saying no messes, do we, is what they're saying. The translated is here. So I'm assuming that is fairly close. It's, a little bit different in what this is saying, but that's what it claims she says. And then there's a lip sync feature, but I guess you'd have to pay for that. That's just to unlock it. But you can see down here, you can even edit the translation. Pretty cool. And then you can download the video, and if you want to do a video with subtitles, you can do that. Let's say I want to download the video. Oh, it's going to make me want to have to pay for that video. So we looked at it. No, that's understandable. They want me to pay for that. That's fine. Understood that. That's fine. If I want to do video, it's going to make me pay for that. So not a problem. We're good. We saw what it did. It appears to have pretty much been accurate. Of course, she's saying something different, but she was summarizing. We're going to assume she was summarizing in the audio. And that's pretty cool. But, I still share what I thought about earlier. Personally, my thought process is, I thought she was getting a little annoyed and all of a sudden just started speaking Portuguese randomly out of nowhere. But it's amazing just the fact that we have tools out there that will take a video, of someone speaking Portuguese, or if you speak Portuguese, you have the capability of now putting that language up there on with a tool you can buy, and it will take it into a different language, or even lip sync, or with AI. It's just unreal. So, but it appears that what she said was correct. Mind you, the translation into, if I'm to believe the language, words were a little bit different, but yeah, pretty spot on and pretty darn cool. So anyway, there you go. Our answer is full. So just amazing what is out there and what we have nowadays. So until next time, stay cool, and remember, true intelligence is real intelligence. Stay safe.